Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. I did sleep well. I did. Children are a gift of the Lord. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior, so are the children of one's youth. Psalms 127, 3, 4. It's on the coffee cup. I would agree. My son is a gift to me. That he has been. And he is my strength. Oh, but golly, is he my strength. And shame on everybody that decided to wage a war between us. I hate that for you. I hate that for you. But seeing as we live in a world now that okays harming children and tearing children away from their families for money, power, and greed, I can understand the concept of why it would be decided to take angles and tactics to wage wars in families, as well as wage a war between a mother and her son, as well as grown adults using a child as leverage for their manipulative antics. I could see where we live in a world where there are people and adults that decide to do such things. Seeing as we live in a world where people assassinate people because they're threatened by them and their capabilities. Yeah, well, welcome to the new world. You know, it's one of those things. That's something you have to carry on your conscience. I don't have to carry none of that on my conscience. I can't imagine living and carrying that kind of stuff on your conscience. Not to mention being a part of it. Being a part of it. Guilty by association. There's that as well. God looks at that too. I hate to say it, but he does. You can't think that you're going to get out scotch-free when you're literally dancing with the devil too. It's crazy to me. I know Erica Kirk had her interview with Jesse Waters last night. I didn't watch it. I do plan on watching it. I see the internet spoofs and everything already going hard at it with her. And you know, I carry the same mind frame when it comes to her, you know. I can only imagine what she's going through and what she's been through, and I know what it feels like to live in a circumstance, in a reality where you're being targeted. And if her husband was being targeted for months upon months upon months, and Charlie knew what was coming, he knew. That's why the evidence is so clear. That I'm certain she's going through the same things, you know. And so it's very easy for us to judge people's mannerisms, people's reactions, people's tears, people's whatever, but you just have no idea. You have no idea the circumstances of the events and the magnitude that she carries in reference to the weight of being the CEO and all that's entangled in it. I mean, you have to think her husband was the CEO and it took his life. Do you understand? So imagine being in a position where you can make certain moves and then the next day it can meet your demise. She has 2 kids to think about. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I have not watched it, but I still respect her and I stand with her. You know, do I agree with everything? No. But that doesn't mean that I can't respect her and stand with her just because I don't agree with some of the things and how she's portrayed herself and different things like that. You know, and that's the thing. Same thing with me. People dissect everything I say. They dissect every move I make. They dissect everything to flip it around for their narrative. And we're literally doing the same thing with her. So how are we any better? We're not. And so you just got to get to a place in that, you know. And that's how they operate. It's how they operate. It literally is. I know how these people operate. And that's all. The only leg they have to stand on is fake news, false accusations, fake evidence, and the ignorance of the public, essentially. That's all these people have to stand on at this point in the venture because the evidence is so clear in what they're doing. And they're banking on people continually staying ignorant is what they're banking on. And so that's my perspective on it. I felt very, very called to break down gaslighting tactics. And this one's for my ex-boss. This one's for you. This one's for you. I doubt I'll ever meet the day where I get to look him in his eyes. I know he'd be frantic. That's when you know, here's the thing, guys. That's when you know that they're so in the wrong, when they are incapable of having a sit down with you and a face-to-face with you. But everything they do is in the back, in the dark, behind the scenes. That's how you know it is so illegal and so wrong. Because if it wasn't illegal and there was nothing to hide, there would be nothing wrong with doing on the front lines, in the court system, and doing it the proper way. But they're incapable of doing that because they know how illegal and everything they're doing is wrong. Wrong. Period. Denying obvious facts. Yeah, there would be so many times in my days in the last few years where I would be talking about different things that I've walked through, whether that's in my business world, my personal life, and people would literally just like completely hush me up, divert the conversation and change it, even with my family. And that's why it's so crazy with this new company I work at. When I talk to my coworker, he's the first one really in my life that allows me to talk freely about everything from start to finish. Sometimes he'll be a little diverting, but for the most part, he gives me free space. It's the first time somebody's ever done that for me. And so it's like, it's hard for me because I unpack different things and I go through the motions and the feelings of it. But that's a really big one, is denying obvious facts. When you know something within your heart of hearts, you know something within your mind, body, and soul, and you're trying to talk to somebody about it, and they just sit there and deny it, that's a gaslighting tendency. Contradicting evidence, even when it's documented. Contradicting evidence. See, and that's the thing. The evidence that I do have is all filed in the courts, but the very, very important evidence that I had, my emails, my screenshots, everything like that, have went missing. That's contradictive right there. Why take off evidence if it's not evidence? Just saying. Just phoning for a friend. Discrediting the target. That's the first angle that they took it, was to discredit me. They're emotional, unstable, and they're lying. That's the first window that they took. As soon as I resigned, that was the first antic that they took. Denying my credibility. Oh, she's a drug addict. Oh, she'll make it nowhere. This is what she did. Exactly how they operated. I know their operations now. I'm well aware of it. Rewriting the timelines or the records. Yeah, they're very good about that. They're very, very good about that. Records? What do you mean records? They just manipulate the records. They falsify the records. I mean, they're in the judicial system. Yeah, attorneys. Withholding information, then blaming the person for not knowing. Yeah, that's something that I went through in my both my previous jobs, and even sometimes this one, where it's like, what do you mean you don't know how to do this? We showed you how to do this. No, you didn't. You didn't show me how to do this. If you showed me how to do this, I wouldn't know how to do it. But you didn't show me how to do this. And if I forgot how to do it, believe me, I tell you, I forgot how to do it. But you didn't show me how to do this. I've never seen this before since working here. No, we showed you. Stuff like that. It's all gaslighting to get in your head. People do these kind of things. I know, it's crazy. It's like, who has time in their day to think about these things? I don't know. I surely don't. Shifting blame onto the victim. Yeah, it's all her fault. Now I am the villain and they are the victim for the choices that they made. Shifting the blame. I mean, that's numero uno. Isolation. No one else thinks it, just you. Yeah, they thought it'd be different when I went into isolation, didn't you guys? Sorry that didn't work out for you. I came out stronger. Ready for a battle, I'll tell you that. Repeated dismissal of concerns. Yeah, dismissal. Shh, nobody's going to listen to her. Well, how's that working out? You know? How's that working out for you guys? It's so in conjunction with Charlie. Our dates correspond so much. I'm really going to focus on my timeline because I'm going to push it out. I'm going to push my timeline out. So I'm going to focus on that the next few weeks. I love you guys. Have a great day. I got to get ready for work. Have a great day. I love you guys. Happy Thursday.